Hello, my name is Anjani. Here is the astrology report for the upcoming Aquarius full moon, which is happening tomorrow, Friday the 27th of July 2018, and the time is 3:20 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. So if you can, maybe from 3 to 4 if you're in San Diego, or if you're in Pacific Standard Time, take out a little break in your day. Meditate, go swim in the ocean, open to receive downloads of information, find out what's going on with your body, where you're at emotionally, psychologically, just really checking in with yourself, with your body, and be open to receive, to change. There's a lot of change elements happening. So let's start off by looking at the moon. Let's first start off by just giving thanks and gratitude for the wisdom of the ancients who have given us an ability to communicate and understand our relationship with the sky and those teachings and the way that those planets resonate with certain parts of our body and with our psyche and our emotions. And this is like consciously we can co-create with these mysteries of the sky. If we're not consciously co-creating with them, we still are co-creating with them, just unconsciously. So using astrology is such a wonderful way to make that relationship solid and grounded, and use your power, use what you have to elevate your life and the lives of those around you. Okay, so here is the North Node, and here is the South Node. So this is a nodal axis of the moon, and it's always going to be directly opposite each other. So we consider this to be north. Where we're going relates to light, technology, spirit, everything that is your future self, where you're going in life, where we are going collectively as a planet. And then the South Node is soulful, deep roots, where we've been, remembering where we've been, having memories, that connection with our ancestors, connecting to our DNA, our bones, everything that has to do with the depths of our existence. So this axis is always going to be very important. When I read astrology charts, it's always one of the first things we look at. Where have you been and where are you going? Now, the where you're going portion right now, we have the sun. So this is like illuminating that, giving us a moment of clarity on where we're going by knowing where we've been. And now we have the moon with the South Node, and Mars is there. So this is giving us an extra. Mars and the South Node have been together for a little while now. They're going to be close enough together through September. So this is a really potent timing for working with our inner masculine, working with the way we assert ourselves. And at this point in time, what I've been noticing is people clumsily trying to work with their assertion, aggression, and it's time for us to embody that form of energy. So we're learning, be patient with each other, be patient with yourself. I ran into a really good friend who I love a lot, and I was running and it was 6 a.m. and I just ran up to him and I gave him a big mama hug, and it was like, hey, what's up with you? You look really skinny. And he was just like, yeah, I know, I need to eat more. And then I was like, all right. And I ran off, and I was like, oh my God, that was so insensitive and unlike me. But it's just that, that's what's coming up right now. So looking at the way that we have embodied our projection, projecting our will out into the world, the way we assert ourselves out in the world. I'm not saying anything that I did was wrong. I immediately, maybe a minute passed by and I sent him a text message like, I'm so sorry, my mouth was running before I could think, and you look beautiful, you're lovely, and it opened up a really beautiful dialogue, and it was really great to reconnect with that friend and have a deep connection, so nothing wrong with it. Just noticing where you are asserting your will, where you are projecting yourself out, And get used to doing that, because this is what we're being asked to do, to bring out what's inside of you. Let that radiate out through your heart, out into your blood, through your skin, through your hair, you know, just like radiating that love inside your heart. And that was the first thing I told my friend, was like, it's all love. It came from love. You know, I was concerned, and you look thin, and I'm thinking like I should make him some pasta or something. It was a love, you know, and when I said something, I had to let him know that it came from that love. So checking with yourself, you know, when you do something and you make a move, trace it back to its origin. Okay, so that is what we've got going on down here. And then you bring in the moon and the south node together, really going deep into the soul, the soulfulness of where we've been, the roots, our ancestors. This is a good time to connect with ancestors. And if you're not, I mean, I've been doing this work for about a year now, consciously and consistently working with my ancestors. That's the depth of your own soul. So if you have not been doing that, do it. Bring it up, work with it in any way you can. Even if you just get a one of those ancestry.com, you know, getting in touch with your blood, with your DNA. That's the very base level of it. But then also your, you know, through the unseen mysteries of connecting with your ancestors. Looking at photos, you know, something like that, that really brings them to life within your blood, within your DNA, even the ones you don't like, especially the ones you don't like, because they have the biggest lessons to teach us. So there's that here on the south. And then up here north, I mentioned this radiant self-love, Leo sun, shining out, self-love, sufficiency, the royalty of the human standing on center stage of their life, having this grace and dignity about them. So look at your posture just for today. See how you're moving yourself through the world. Are you proud of yourself and of who you are? Are you standing on the stage of your life with royalty and grace and power? And if you're not, don't worry, you don't have to be. It's just checking in, you know, see where you're at with this. You can also see this square we have here. So anything in red is considered to be a challenge. It's considered to be difficult. And in Western astrology, they actually call it a hard angle, a hard aspect. I call it dynamic. So let's call it a dynamic aspect, giving us the opportunity to work between these challenging things and create alchemy, create something new from the intensity of the irritation. So we have Jupiter magnifying this, what I mentioned with Mars, masculine energy, past, Jupiter making that bigger. Uranus over here is with Juno. I haven't been hearing many people talk about Juno being there. I feel like this is going to be changing up our relationships, the way we do marriage, the way we merge our resources with somebody else. And that's typically what we've been calling a marriage, where you move in with somebody, you buy the groceries, they pay the bills, you guys, you know, sharing your resources together. Uranus here is going to be changing that. It's going to be shifting. Also, Uranus is perfectly square to this Mars, Moon, South node. Uranus squared, this little jumble of energy, is bringing rapid change. We can't predict what's going to happen when Uranus is square to such a magnificent grouping of energy. Uranus square that gives me the idea that there's going to be something that really shifts our perspective regarding this particular energy, and we are the words, I'm going to say what we need to do, but you do whatever you feel you need to do, is be open to releasing things and receiving things. Receiving and releasing go together, because you can't receive something new if you're, you know, I'm trying to give you a $20 bill, but your hand is like this. I can't put the bill in your hand. You're holding something. You think this is important, but I have something to give you, and you're holding tightly. So receiving first needs to have this openness where you are able to trust that whatever flows out, maybe there won't be something flowing in immediately, but you are trusting the process of knowing that whatever is coming and going is perfect for you in the moment. This doesn't mean don't do something. This doesn't take out responsibility of what you need to be doing. Oftentimes when people are like, oh, just open and trust the universe, that isn't accurate, because you trust yourself to know what to do. You trust yourself to know how to engage with the universe. The universe is within you. The universe isn't something outside of you. That is still going along with this whole savior idea that there's something out there that's going to save you. No, the thing is, we're all in constant past, present, future, dialoguing with time in space, and it's continuing, the continuum. So you have your hand open. You know that you're open to receiving. You're open to letting go. You're opening your body. You're opening your heart, your womb, your spine. You're opening your pelvis, knowing that what's coming out and what's going in is right. It's what's meant to be happening. So that's Uranus at that angle. And then, so there's Uranus, and it's perfectly square to the sun in the north node, and it's perfectly square to this stuff on the south. So up here, this is where the, what's being illuminated. Are you open to this rapid, sudden shift and the change of what is being illuminated in your consciousness? Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the sounds you hear in the subtleness of what's happening around you. You may be just focusing on the conversation, but did you look and see the feather? Did you look and see the sun hitting the certain way? You hear the sound coming from the pipes. Paying attention to those details are really important right now, because this is what is being illuminated for you. We're so focused on thinking that we're going to get somewhere else later that we forgot to look right here and really open your senses to receive, perceive, digest everything that's happening around you. Very important right now. And then Jupiter over here just splashing in this big, it wants to expand. It wants to evolve. It wants to make this bigger. So there you go. I'll stop reading there. I have this really beautiful chart I want to show you. I'm so happy to get Nako's chart, but he's having a lot of really potent timings happening right now with this Sun, Moon opposition in Leo Aquarius. If you are interested in getting a reading, please send me a message. I can put a link to get a reading. I can give you a deal of $77 to get your reading done for this timing with the Mercury retrograde and the eclipse that's happening on the Leo Aquarius axis. Especially if you're working with Leo Aquarius energy, I recommend getting a personal reading. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.